Right then, so yeah, I've just come fresh from garden after that smoke. Last smoke's in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to keep this video below 10 minutes. And I left probably till the last quarter of my smoke, and I was there thinking, what was it what I wanted to say? And then it just bang, that light bulb moment came, and I thought, right, that's it. And I think I can get this done in 10 minutes. Right, the bottom line is, I feel like I continue to feel short of everything. I always feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I'll give you some examples. Um, I came back from the gym absolutely sweating, after sweating my ass off. I felt like I hadn't pushed myself hard enough. Even when I used to go with my mate that was in here, I used to doubt myself, and he used to say all the time, "You've gone further than what anybody else would." So I'm always doubting myself. I'm always doubting myself about how I've asserted myself in a situation. I've gone to the person and apologised, and they've said, "Why are you apologising?" And I've said, "Well, for this, that, that." And they said, "You don't need to apologise. You were just simply being assertive. You weren't rude. You didn't swear. You were nasty. You were obnoxious. None of them." But in my brain, I felt like I'd done something wrong. And it feels like I'm always doing or saying something wrong. And it's just that it's like a drenched towel in your stomach, and it's like twisting. Do you have to get all the water out? That's how I constantly feel. Like there's just that constant like feeling like, oh, like I've done something wrong, and I'm I don't know how this sort of ties in with the self hate thing. I'm trying to find a few more examples of this. I always think I've done something wrong. Um, yeah, so I'm going to attempt to tighten up my diet, and it's going to be baby steps. But even though I'll be tightening it up slowly, I'll feel like I should be doing it a lot quicker than what I will be doing it. Again, I've this is where the all or nothing nature, I think, can be a bit of a negative thing, because you always feel like you're falling short somehow, and that can be with everything. Um, and it does impact on my self esteem. I've, I do have quite a low self esteem when it comes to to women. Well, when I've been out on local leave with a staff member, if a woman smiled at me, I just instantly look around thinking, well, that can't be me. Or I'll say to my line, I said, "Do you know that person?" And they'll say, "No." So, well, what are they smiling at then? They'll say, "Oh, maybe it was you." But I can't, in my brain, even though I'm looking to this camera and I'm trying to I'm thinking to myself, okay, yeah, you don't look that bad, but I'm like, but you could be, but you're not as good looking as Chris Hemsworth, or I don't know, Liam Hemsworth, or you know what I mean? Um, but is anybody? But so that's a bit of a more generalized example. Um, when I play pool, sometimes I call fouls on myself, thinking that I've fouled when I haven't, and I haven't fouled, but I called the foul on myself just in case I had fouled, because I got like a paranoid feeling that I had fouled. Again, felt like you did something wrong. I'm always thinking I'm doing something wrong with what I'm putting my family through. Again, I always feel like I'm doing something wrong, something negative. And none of this is calculated. It's all things that are just happening, and I'm fed up of it. I'm sick of it. I'm just I'm just fed up of it. You know, it's just so draining. Even when I'm playing FIFA, if I play set out to play 5 games and I only play 3, again I feel like I've done something wrong because I've not met a target. If I say I'm gonna do certain artwork or certain gardening, and I don't get that done in the time I sort of sketched out in my head, again I feel like I've done something wrong. All of these are cases of classic anxiety, always feeling like you've done something wrong. Now, each case for everybody is going to be different, but anxiety, like I've said before, is normal in situations like job interviews, driving tests, exams, that sort of stuff. But when you're worrying, when you've got nothing to worry about, that's when your anxiety isn't kind of isn't kind of normal, if you know what I mean. And that's when you know you've got an anxiety disorder, and it's a horrible place to be in. And if anyone's watching this that has anxiety, then feel comforted in the fact that you aren't the only one that feels like this. Let me give you, I've got the perfect example. This plays on my mind all the time. I'm continuously trying to promote my channel. You know, I'm always looking at the subscribers, and it just doesn't seem to be moving. So I'm like, the content must be absolute garbage, because no one wants to subscribe or listen to me. So the people that have done, I'm thanking you for sticking with me through all this. You know, to all the people who are loyal. So thank you for that. I recently did, and again, money's tight. I don't have any money to my name really, but I spent money on an advertising campaign, and that got me up to I think 26 subscribers, and then automatically I'm down to like 13. So I'm like, they've obviously subscribed to me, seen what I'm saying, and then thought this guy is absolute rubbish. He don't know what he's talking about. And I feel like I've personally let everybody down. I feel like I'm letting you all down, because I'm like, well, why would they subscribe and then unsubscribe? Do you know what I mean? So it's got to be my content. That's the only thing it can be. I've gone through other things in my head, like maybe some of it's trigger sensitive and it's not what they're expecting. Maybe my blunt, honest nature doesn't appeal to them, but that won't be changing. That'll stay exactly as it is. Even if I stay on that number 13, even though I feel like I'm doing something wrong, I'll keep trying, and then one day maybe my brain will tell me that actually you're doing something right. So this has been a video of waffling of things that I feel like I'm always doing wrong, but I think it's a really good one to nip and help you anxiety sufferers and anyone who is watching someone going through this, because it's not in their control. They can't help it. It's a horrible thing to go through. I'm gonna have to cut the video because I need to go for my last smoke, but for all you people following me, it means the world, and you people are what I'm keeping going for. I want to keep helping, and if I'm not growing quick, my channel ain't growing as quick as what I anticipated, then so be it. It's just a bump in the road. It's not a car crash. It, as the analogy goes, one of the locum doctors use this when they're self-harmed once. Just a bump in the road, not a car crash. And yeah, I mean, if you've got any ideas, just email me, john.white889@hotmail.co.uk, or just simply comment on this video, or work out another way of communicating. Thanks for listening as always, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.